Okay, hopefully this thing is working. Just hate this shit so much, guys. All right, so like there's all kinds of shit that I wanted to say, but I'm not even going to be able to get to it all specifically right now because my old phone isn't even charged right now, and I wanted to read some comments and things that my dad said and stuff, but I'm not even in that position right now. I'm just here, just um just so many things in my mind, just stressing out, and just like I kept trying to emphasize and stress on to little, seemingly little to no avail, at least with my dad, mainly lately. But I digress. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just so stressed out and all over the place right now. Keep trying to explain, that going kind of crazy out here, all alone on the streets like this. Not even eating or sleeping right anymore. Um, there's just so many things that like I don't know, people just don't seem to factor in, or just I don't know. It's like they hear me talking and saying all these things about being so stressed out to the point of not even eating or sleeping right anymore, and that just seems to go totally over some people's heads for some reason. I just don't know why. I'm just really completely baffled by that. But anyway, so it seems like I'm still gonna need the car for the whatever process I'm going through now with this new attorney's office. But I'm afraid to even leave it parked on a street because ever since the crash and caused additional damage, I haven't been able to get it to pass smog. So I was never able to complete the process of getting the car transferred into my name. And so now that the tags are expired, and so I got a $150 ticket the other day. My dad's not happy about that, which I understand, and we'll get to more of that in the moment where we actually, agree on something and understand each other. But yeah, I mean, I understand, I'm not happy about the situation either here. This is a fucking nightmare for all of us. And I was gonna say too, I mean, it's like 5 in the morning right now. I slept most of the day yesterday because it was just so fucking hot. And some people are just like, oh yeah, that's summer. Yeah, but big deal, get over it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know summer gets hot, it's normal, but god damn, it's been like over 100 degrees. We're setting record temperatures all over the place. And the thing is the duration of it. It just goes on and on and on and on for days on end, several days on end so far. And I'm just so tired of it. Some of you guys that, money isn't an issue for you guys, and you have a house and you don't really care about the electricity bill. You just sit there, run the AC all day. I mean, yeah, I got AC in the car. I could run AC in here. It works, but at what cost? And I already I'm already guilty of, I try not to do it because I don't want to burn the gas. But again, it's just been so fucking hot that during the day I've started the engine, ran, just to run the AC. I end up falling asleep for like an hour, maybe more. And then I wake up and realize, oh shit, I better shut the car off. I don't want to burn through all the gas. And then as soon as I fucking turn the key back and the blower motor spins to a stop, I just feel the fucking heat just like slap me in the fucking face. And I get all these fucking sweat droplets forming like within like a fucking minute. And before I know it, my t-shirt is fucking soaked again. And I'm just fucking dying out here, fucking miserable. And then I'm debating turning the car on again, at least for a few more minutes. And I'm burning through so much fucking gas, turning the engine on, shutting it off, turning it on, shutting it off. And the heat just zaps my fucking energy. And like I was saying in the other live stream, as if it's not bad enough having, my, depression over the whole situation zapping my energy, then I have to have this just ungodly, unbearable fucking heat zapping the little bit that I had left. Like, god damn, this whole situation is just a fucking nightmare. So I'm afraid to leave the car parked now where it was, or like on any public street for that matter. And so I don't know what to do right now because I already took the car in, for the, to the body shop for the whole inspection, damage estimate, and whatnot. I'm starting this whole new process again with a whole new attorney's office. So, and it's been months. That's the thing too. Like my dad was trying to say, like, I don't understand what's taking you so long. It's been, so and so months, and when Sherry got into an accident and blah blah blah, and we got a rental car and we got it taken care of. Like it happened on so and so date, and we already had it taken care of by so and so date. And I just don't understand, Brian, why it's taking so. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking like, you're not homeless and alone and going crazy on the fucking streets in the middle of a fucking heat wave. I mean, I get it. Arizona is hot too. I mean, fuck, but at least you're in an apartment with air conditioning. You probably can't afford to run the air conditioning much either. But I mean, it's better than being out like in a metal greenhouse on wheels, basically. Cars get really fucking hot, really fucking fast. That's why it's a whole thing about, why I don't want to leave like babies and dogs and, all kinds of, whatever pets and animals, or even old people or just anyone in general in a hot car. I mean, just any living thing, pretty much. It's just, you, you don't want to be in a vehicle like this out in the heat, just, without air conditioning or something. Like I said, I can't be running the AC like all fucking day for like 10, 12, 14 hours or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. And it just gets so frustrating when I was trying to explain, not just to my dad, but people in general. It's just like too many people, they just completely fail to understand what I mean when I'm talking about being out here. To, I mean, it's like, married people, the people that have someone to, to lean on and, vent to, and, but just, it's a totally different world, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's like, like you have someone in your life, and you have a safe place to call home, and like, how can you not understand, what's taken me so long? And it's like, the other thing too, it's in addition to, I'm dealing with a really shitty insurance company. Like, that's the other part of it too. But what's making it worse is my whole situation out here, struggling to stay sane and survive and pay bills, and, or, can keep up with bills, period, and not, try not to fall behind and pay all these late fees and all this bullshit. It's just, and now I got to worry about parking tickets for this car that, I still need for this case that I got going. So it's just that the problems just pile on top of problems, on top of problems, on top of problems, and it just, and then people wonder, it's like, why can't you just get a job at McDonald's right now or something? Like, it's like I said earlier, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I slept most of the day yesterday because I just couldn't stand this ungodly fucking heat. I'm stressing out, not eating right, not sleeping right. Again, it's like, imagine I had to be at work, in an hour or two or something, like, I can't function like this. I just, I don't understand what's so difficult for other people to understand about this. It's like, use your imagination for 2 goddamn seconds, for the love of fuck. Just try to imagine what it's like, or just listen to me, what I'm saying, period. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm just that fucking frustrated with everything and everyone, for the most part. I mean, some people get it, some people understand, but it's like, some of the people that I really need to understand it the most just completely fail to. It's like they don't even hear me. Like, when I'm going to the grocery store and they ask me if I need a bag or bags, and I say, yeah, sure, or yeah, one, or yeah, two. And then I get to the end of the conveyor belt and there's no bags, and I'm like, oh, can I get the bag? You said no bags. I thought you said no bags. I'm like, I said, yeah, one, yeah, two. I said, yeah, sure. Like, why do people hear the opposite of what I said? I don't. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but it happens. Like, that's just one example. That happens more times than enough. Like, for me to, like, I stop and think. I'm like, why do people keep thinking, or, hearing the opposite of what I said? I'll try to make myself, as clear as I can. Like, sometimes I'll remember, and I'll try to make myself be really clear next time, they ask me about the bags at the grocery store, and I'll say yes, yeah, and then I get to the end. I thought you said no. I thought you said no bags. Like, I said yeah. How does yeah sound like no? Anyway, it's just like, that's why I'm saying, it's like, do people even hear what I'm saying? Yeah, not eating right, not sleeping right. What does that mean to people? That I'm doing great, that I'm functioning fine? Expect me to be just on top of everything and boom, 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 taking care of everything when I'm not even eating right or sleeping right again? Like, how many times I need to say it before the weight of my words finally hit people's cognition, whatever? And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, wow, okay, yeah. Now I understand. It's like, I'm just waiting for some people to have that epiphany once and for all. you know, it's, I don't know. It's like I'm living in a fucking Twilight Zone world here. Just totally fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really trying out here, really trying to hold it together. It's hard. To put it simply, in simple terms, it's like, I don't know. Some people just, some people will get it and some people just never will get it. I just, and there's nothing I can do or say to change that, I guess. I don't know. So, sitting in this car now, I mean, the one benefit is even with all the evap issues and whatnot, it still burns less gas than the van. The van's a heavy V6 vehicle. You know, it's basically an elongated, extended Camry. You know, that's what it is. It's got the same, engine, drivetrain, and whatnot components as a Camry, just on a bigger body, basically. Enough to stick a mattress in and clothes and tools and whatnot. So just a big Camry. So I mean, it's good. It's reliable. So far, it's been a pretty good vehicle, but and even despite its age too. But like I said, it burns a lot of gas, and I don't want to be exactly trying to put a lot of wear and tear on it either. That's the whole thing. I want to emphasize on this part two. I did not cause this. Like Fabio Fernandez has asked me, why is there so many bad drivers in your area? I mean, I did not cause this shit. I want to make this part very clear. This is not of my own doing. I did not do this. I did not do anything to deserve this. I was driving fine normally, and there was a construction zone. We had to slow down. The car in front of me was paying attention. They slowed down. They stopped. I think it was a red light too at the time. And I was paying attention. I slowed down. I stopped. But idiot behind me in the white Dodge Caravan wasn't paying attention. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even try to stop. And just slammed right into me, sending me into the car in front of me. Two innocent drivers who didn't do anything wrong. We were paying attention, and it's not like it was even like a sudden stop either. It was a gradual stop, and I was sitting there for like a good couple, 3-4 seconds, however long it was, completely stopped. It's not like I just hit the brakes out of nowhere. It was just a normal fucking slow down, stop, sitting there, and all of a sudden just boom, out of nowhere from fucking behind. Fucking idioto, not fucking paying attention. Fucking dumbass. So because of that, it caused these additional mechanical issues with the car. So I couldn't get it registered into my name. So then it couldn't be re-registered with the DMV. So now the fucking tags are expired. And so now it's getting fucking tickets, causing even more tension and drama with my dad, putting me through all this additional fucking stress when I'm already fucking homeless and going through all this fucking bullshit, enough as it is already. And it's maddening. It's just absolutely fucking maddening. It's insanity inducing. And I was saying earlier I was going to get to something, about me and my dad at least agreeing on something. My dad was talking about how he would be upset too if he didn't get a rental car after going through something like that. Well, yeah, no shit. Thank you. I mean, at least we agree on that. Like, gee, thanks. We agree. Like, yeah, you'd be upset too. Yeah, imagine me. You have Sherry to lean on in your little comfy apartment on your memory foam mattress. What do I have? Like, who do you see in the car with me? Hello? I have nobody here. I mean, I'm just out here alone on the streets, trying to, keep myself together, trying to maintain my sanity, trying to remain positive, trying to, remain hopeful that all of this is going to be worth it and that I'm going to get, at least a pretty, decent sized settlement, at least for the body damage alone right now. And let's see if I get more stable and, or I don't know, that this new attorney seems like he can get done stuff done pretty fast instead of doing all these multiple doctor's appointments. I will still need an x-ray, stuff like that, the important stuff, but it's not like I need to be going to a fucking chiropractor multiple times a week. So we'll see, where that goes. Hopefully, like I said, I just really hope this is worth it. And I don't know, it's really that, like, I just want to emphasize, too, it's just that this is really fucking difficult for me to be going through all this shit. And again, considering the fact that I did not cause this, this is not of my own, it's not my fault. It's not of my own doing. What I'm trying to say, I shouldn't be going through this. I really shouldn't. I was driving fine. The car in front of me was driving fine too. Like, why do I gotta go through all this fucking additional pain and suffering and bullshit and complications, tension and drama and all this shit, stressing out, falling into depression and hiding from fucking parking tickets. It's fucking pathetic. And then some people wonder why I'm so like angry at the world and society, and like, it's just becoming increasingly impossible to fucking live. And you're even seeing it more and more in the comment section too. And people even mentioning it, it's just so easy to fall into this. So many people, are just a car crash, an illness, whatever life emergency, a family member getting sick and dying, something like that, away from this, basically, with everything so fucking just ungodly fucking expensive, overpriced, with this fucking inflation, whatever you don't want to call it, which is really actually greed, just unbridled fucking greed, driving up the cost of everything. So when you do start to fall behind, you just snowball into this death spiral of fucking poverty and homelessness very quickly. And then once you do reach this point, everything becomes even more expensive because, just going to the laundromat, say you're going from having your own home with your own washer and dryer to suddenly having to, go to a fucking laundromat, once or twice every, week or month or however, I try to, well, I mean, like, I don't want to be stinking either, but I'm not trying to go through clothes super fast either, but then also get like so depressed sometimes, and then it gets so hot sometimes, too, like this, and then it's just I'm getting so hot and stinky and sweaty so quickly, but then it just drains the energy out of me, and then so I'm not even. It's just an endless death spiral of fucking problems and depression and just it's like the people that do get it wonder, how I'm still doing this, how I'm still here, how I'm still, pushing and continuing and, working and staying motivated. And I wonder the same thing too. I wish, the people that didn't understand would realize this shit, how fucking difficult this is, especially, not being married for like two fucking decades plus, you know? Like, I'm alone out here. I'm alone in this fucking car. And I don't like being single either. I guess I should mention that because there's people that are like, oh, wow, that sounds great. No nagging wife or whatever. Well, yeah, with no nagging wife, it, becomes a little bit too quiet. And then the silence will start. I mean, that, not saying, I need my, space and alone time too, but I mean, but having a girlfriend, a wife or something is different, at least for me. I could get into a whole nother video about that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. Probably the 30-minute mark, about 4 more minutes. Try to figure out what I'm going to be doing here, where I'm going to be going next. It's just because I got to be still like checking on the van too. I got to be working. I got to be trying to stay on top of bills. And then with this fucking heat again, it's like, I mean, it's like 5, almost 6 a.m. probably now, or like 5:30 now or something like that, 5:40. I don't know. But it's gonna get hot out here very quickly. Like by not even 10 a.m. I'm sure I'm gonna be sweating already. So that's it's exciting to look forward to. Just more heat, and more heat. It's just fuck, man. It's, this is just all fucking. It's torture. This whole situation with the heat element added into it. And what am I gonna do with the car? Where am I going? And like then I gotta call the attorney office again and see what's going on and what I gotta do next. And because an insurance adjuster might still need to look at the car personally. They mentioned that at the body shop, the guy that did the inspection. You guys can go ahead and rewatch that. If you missed that, it's still there. You can go watch it. At the very least, it's making for very interesting content. All of this, so uh, but it's at what cost though? Because it's going to end up costing me my fucking sanity. I can start to understand now why you see so many crazy drug addicts out there living in tents. It's so easy to judge people. I want to end this. There's a good spot to end this on, note to end this on, whatever you want to say. It's just when you realize how difficult it's getting for of course there's going to be people that have their mental issues and whatnot, but I'm talking about because not everyone started off mentally ill and on drugs. There's people that started off as productive members of society with good jobs, whatever. They had their life together, and then something happened, and something, what one thing led to another, and then everything spiraled and snowballed, and then they just couldn't keep up anymore, and then they end up, that they might end up living in their car first, too, like me, and then more shit could end up spiraling out of control, like they might not, that they might have like some, old rust bucket American made piece of junk like this, Ford that's been having all kinds of mechanical issues. That's why I got a Toyota Sienna, because I figured if I'm gonna at least, if I'm gonna get to pick a vehicle basically to be homeless in, I'm gonna get the most reliable fucking thing I can get. And like my dad was even asking me too again recently, whatever happened to like wanting an RV. Like, yeah, like I really need to be getting something, on some old unreliable junk right now. I mean, the thing is, I'd much rather prefer to living space on an RV over a van right now, but I need something reliable right now. But anyway, where was I going with this? Just, oh God, it's so many things. It's just like I said, it like it's just so difficult. Like I just wonder. Oh yeah, so that's where I was going. Because like I'm starting to understand more, because people have started off being productive members of society, productive contributing members of society with good jobs, working, with homes and everything. That just they just ended up in this death spiral with bullshit problems, and they end up, they could end up living in their car, then their car could end up breaking down, and then next thing you know, there's, sitting on a sidewalk with nowhere else and, to go and nothing else to sleep in. Or, there's just all kinds of things that can happen that can lead one to, you're sitting on a sidewalk one day. It's just so easy for me to see now, having this perspective on life and everything. You could just end up sitting somewhere on a sidewalk, just completely down and out, and then you meet someone else out on the street, and they hand you a pipe of like God knows what, and they're like, "Here, just take a hit or two of this," and then you take a hit or two, and hey, you might like it, and you might be like, "Hey, I'm not having such a bad day anymore." It's like, but you don't want to. That's the thing. You don't want to, go down that path, and that's the thing, because I've seen the extreme end of it. The people who do get sucked down that path, they're just that they can't even, they just don't function at all anymore. Like I still function. I can still, even though I'm depressed as shit, I'm still paying bills, even though I'm paying bills late. But you go down that path, and goddamn, like you'll just be going, walking down the middle of traffic, making cars slam on their brakes and shit, and you're just screaming and hollering all this nonsense gibberish, not even making any goddamn sense anymore. Just completely out of your mind, delusional, tweaked out on all this fucking bullshit chemicals. It's just. But I can see, if you're not as strong of a person, and you go down that path and you get hooked on those chemicals, and you're doing it long term over and over and over again, and then to like the point, like you'll do anything for another fix, and you're just out there, begging and robbing and, whatever you got to do, and like you steal something and go and trade it on the streets and whatever for like another little fucking little whatever the fuck, it's like, then that becomes your life, and then you're just doing it, and your brain starts to like rewire and go all crazy, and it's a sad fucking world. Society is so broken, and instead of things getting easier on people, instead of like helping more people out, cost of living just continues to fucking skyrocket higher and higher and higher. Car insurance, home insurance, if you can even get home insurance anymore in California, that's a whole nother issue. There's just so many things wrong with this fucking society, with this world, with, just everything. I could just go on and on and on, probably for hours, about everything. We're going in and getting into all these bullshit wars. Everyone's just killing everyone. There's just so much tension in the air, so much suffering. Everything is just so goddamn fucking expensive, and just getting more and more fucking expensive. It's a lot, like how much, like how much more of this can we take? I don't know. I'm just seeing more and more people losing their fucking minds, giving up. Like I was sitting here earlier at a drive-through, and well, just sitting here parked, or here, watching the drive-through rather. This crazy homeless chick, carrying a metal stick, starts going crazy, yelling at the people. First, she comes up to me asking me for $1. I told her I'm living in my car. She left me alone. Thank God. And she goes swinging her fucking stick around, screaming at the cars waiting in the drive-through. And one of them like got kind of scared. It was like another girl that was, in the car by herself, and I guess she got scared. She put her car into reverse and just started slowly backing away. And it was almost kind of like if you run away from like a dog that's like kind of unhinged and barking and going crazy, and if you run away from it, like like it makes them it makes them it like kicks in their instinct to make them automatically want to chase you. Well, I witnessed this between two human beings. This chick in her car, she starts freaking out, but she's slowly backing away, and then this crazy homeless chick with the metal stick, she's like, what, and she starts swinging and advancing towards the car, and then they end up like getting out, and then she puts it in drive, and she starts like just gunning it forward away, and this chick, the other one, is like actually chasing after the car, swinging the stick, screaming. And it just, things like that are just so common now that you just see it every fucking day practically, if you spend enough time outside, not in your your mother's basement, being a fucking internet troll. If you actually get out into the real world and experience life, if you get out enough, you'll see crazy shit like that. You'll experience it, especially if you live out here on the streets. That's the kind of shit that's just rather an example of one of the many things, the many scenarios, the many different types of people that you got to be constantly watching and looking out for when you're sleeping in a vehicle, in random places, because you just never know what's going to happen. Like I said, I mean, I'm not even eating or sleeping right anymore. I mean, and that's part of it. It's like you got to be sleeping with one eye open all the time. Like, who's around the car or who's around the van, whichever vehicle I'm in. There's actually another Toyota Sienna like mine going through a drive-through right now. It's kind of cool. At least there's a lot of those still on the road. Keep my stalker trolls jumping at fucking every Sienna that they see. But anyway, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to do the best I can, keep myself together and survive, because everything has just like reached this point where like shit's getting scary. Just to put it basically, it's just getting downright scary. It's like we're on the brink of fucking World War III. All this tension in the air. Everyone wants to fight each other, kill each other, kick someone's ass. It's like every day you're hearing on the news. I mean, it's not like crime and shootings, murders and stuff like that is anything new. It's been going on for decades, centuries, even millennia. But it's just like now I feel it's just like, god damn, like multiple times a day, shooting, stabbing, shooting, stabbing, shooting, stabbing, shooting. Like, god fucking damn, and then I'm out here again on the streets, sleeping with one eye open. Is someone gonna stab me? Is someone gonna shoot me? Is a security guard gonna come harass me? The cops? I'm afraid of everybody. Practically. It's not a good way to go about living your life. I mean, not saying like I'm just like terrified of every human being. It's not like that. It's just Like I'm wary, of like just anybody who could approach, the vehicle for whatever reason. It's like, okay, why are you approaching the vehicle? Well, like, what do you want? What do you need? What are you trying to do? Like, I mean, and it's perfectly valid, and like I'm just trying to be out here and exist, keep myself together, uh, be a functioning, contributing member of society, working, paying bills, trying to move forward, trying to, get this settlement with the car crash and everything done and over with, so I can maybe once and for all finally get off the streets and move forward with my life and have proper housing with running water, toilet, electricity, like real electricity, not 12-volt solar panel electricity, which is, I mean, it's better than nothing, but I mean, I really need some refrigeration, air conditioning, and not being like in a metal box. I mean, it's great for like protection. At least it's better than nothing, but I mean, it gets so fucking hot. Then I can just hear it already. It's just like drive to another state, drive, move here and move there. So, yeah, like my van barely even has any gas in it right now. The car doesn't even have much gas in it either. In fact, I got to go get some gas because with all the evap problems that it has, even though it's not completely on E yet, this shit will fucking die. It has died before it even completely reaches empty. It'll just flat out die. Like my life is just full of fucking problems. It's not even funny anymore. It's like, or I mean, it never was funny. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think with all that being said, I think I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap it up there. But I was gonna do I was gonna do like a whole new live stream updating, like with the whole, and like, the dealing with the insurance situation and with the new attorney and going and like reading comments and things that my dad said. But like I said, my other device, my old phone, it's not even charged right now, so I can't even read the comments and do that right now. It's just, I don't know. I just needed to get some things off my chest, and it's just this is fucking ridiculous. And let me just remind you guys again, this is not my doing. I did not cause this. I should not be going through this. I did not cause this crash. This is fucking bullshit, you know? I just want to make that part very clear. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. I should not be going through this. I really shouldn't. If it wasn't for this shit, like I said, I could have, it would have passed the smog test. I could have gotten it registered into my name because I was having problems with the oxygen sensor and getting it off. I went through all the effort trying to get it off myself at first. Then I went to the fucking mechanic and had them do it and grind it off and do all this crazy shit. And then I put it in. I got that done, but with all this additional damage caused by the fucking crash, it's just it's causing so many problems and holding everything up. I was supposed to go and get a job. Like literally, I couldn't even go fucking like 48 hours after buying my van before getting into this fucking car crash. Like 2 fucking days. I didn't even get to get my fucking mattress put into my van yet. And I'm already dealing with the fucking car crash. As my life wasn't already complicated enough. And I was trying so hard to get it together, getting that van so I could actually like sleep like a human being again. Somewhat, at least. If someone isn't fucking with me. And try to, get and hold a normal job again. But then, like I said, not even 48 hours or whatever after getting the van, I get in the fucking car crash, and then now I can't register the fucking car, get it into my name. Now I'm, running from, chase. I'm. This is so fucking pathetic. Like, why am I hiding from fucking parking tickets? Like, again, this is not my fault. I did not cause this crash. I did not do this. I did not. I do not fucking deserve this. I'm not the one who crashed the car. I got hit by some idiot not paying attention. Like, why do I have to go through this? It's just, this is such fucking bullshit. I should not be going through this shit. Anyway, guys, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm already going on pretty long with this now. I don't want to take this to a whole hour, or, a whole full hour. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna be contacting the lawyer later, the attorney's office, and see where we're at and what I need to do next, and what's like, if they're gonna need to look at the car again or what. Like, I don't even have like a safe place to go and put the car. It's not like I have a garage somewhere I can just stick the car in. So I don't know. This shit's just driving me fucking crazy.